Mississippi's murder capital versus America's big cities. Jackson, Mississippi is the most dangerous city in America. Its homicide rate is 77.8 per 100,000 residents. Now let's put this in perspective. The national average is 15 times lower. That means Jackson's murder rate is about 1,400% higher than the rest of the country. Now, compare city to city. Chicago is often singled out as the nation's crime capital, but Chicago's rate is 17.5 per 100,000. Jackson's is 345% higher. Los Angeles comes in at 8. Jackson is nearly 900% higher. And New York City, which many people think of as just crime-ridden hellhole, only has 5 murders per 100,000 people. So Jackson is 1,450% higher. This is all happening in Mississippi, a state where Republicans control the governor's mansion, the legislature, every statewide office, and the culture of the state. Police say kids as young as 12 are caught carrying modified semi-automatic weapons. Now, the rhetoric may target Democratic cities, or to use the politically correct way in certain circles, the Democrat cities, but the deadliest homicide rates in America are right here in Republican-led states. The numbers are stark, and the gun culture is impossible to ignore. So, am I saying that it's okay that people are murdered in Chicago or LA or New York City? No. Am I saying it's in this particular city of Jackson, Mississippi, it's because there's a Republican mayor and Republican city? No, it's a lot of Democrats there, okay? It's not a Republican-led city as much as a part of a Republican MAGA culture, one that glorifies guns, one that says any restriction on any nutcase's ability to buy a gun is essentially destroying democracy, and we can't have that. So I do think it's interesting when so many people I meet in red states, and I live in a so-called red state, a Republican state in the United States, they think of crime, they only think of New York City, when in fact, a district like the Republican Speaker of the House, Mike Johnson's district, has a murder rate vastly higher than anything in San Francisco or New York City. But that somehow doesn't connect. Question for dear leader, if it's worth sending in the National Guard to high crime areas like Washington, D.C. and Los Angeles and threatened to Chicago, why not take over the state capital of Mississippi? If it's a government that is setting the culture and it's a culture of death, why not have the feds take over that whole state? Because its economy is horrible compared to the rest of the United States. Its death rate is astronomical. And it's not just Jackson, it's other parts of Mississippi too, because there is a culture that says guns are good, everyone deserves to have a gun. I gotta be manly. Somebody criticizes me, well, I don't have to take that. Bang, bang, bang. That's a culture. And it's a huge problem. And it's resulting in massive, massive amounts of death, disproportionate amount of death compared to a place like New York City or LA. And yet, apparently, it doesn't matter, because if you wear the red hat in the state capitol, hands off. It's not politically correct to criticize a state run by Republicans. It's not politically correct. You're violating right-wing wokeness if you criticize any part of a culture that loves guns. So if half the citizenry shoots the other half, no problem. We're not going to complain because we wouldn't want to take away anyone's gun. That might hurt our feelings. That violates right-wing wokeness. So it can't be talked about. But I just thought I would share these stats with you because it is just amazing how people's perceptions of where crime exists in America and where it really exists are two extraordinarily different things.